This is the story of the one. As an HVAC technician, he and his digital multimeter are in high demand. So when a noisy office HVAC turns out to be a failing blower motor, he doesn't break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product information, he selects the product he needs to keep everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Start the new year with a healthy boost from Eggland's Best. With more vitamins, including 6 times more vitamin D and 10 times more vitamin E, plus 25% less saturated fat than ordinary eggs, Eggland's Best eggs are the perfect way to fuel your day. Make 2025 your healthiest year yet. Whether you're making a hearty breakfast or adding a protein punch to your salad, Eggland's Best is a smart choice for a better you. Available in so many delicious varieties: classic, cage-free, and organic, free-range, and pasture-raised. Eggland's Best. Better taste, better nutrition, better eggs.
Afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at your noon hour weather forecast. Today will be mostly sunny, should have a high temperature near 41 degrees. We'll have northerly winds 6 to 10 miles per hour, and those winds may gust as high as 20 miles per hour. And our wind chill value today will be as low as 32 degrees. We expect mostly cloudy skies tonight, low temperature around 20 degrees, winds be northerly 3 to 6 miles per hour. Will be cloudy through mid-morning tomorrow, but gradually skies will clear, and we should have a high temperature tomorrow near 36 degrees. North wind's going to continue. They'll be 5 to 8 miles per hour, and tomorrow morning our wind chill value will be as low as 15 degrees. Tomorrow night will be mostly clear, low around 16. Then north winds will be around 5 miles per hour, becoming calm during Wednesday evening. Thursday should be mostly sunny with a high temperature near 47. Calm winds become southwesterly 5 to 8 miles per hour during Thursday morning. Then Thursday night will be mostly clear, low around 33. We expect sunny skies on Friday with high temperature near 56 degrees. Skies will be mostly clear Friday night, low around 25. Then our weekend's going to start out on Saturday with a high temperature near 52 degrees. Will be partly cloudy Saturday night, low around 28. Then Sunday should be mostly sunny, and our high temperature on Sunday will be near 51. Sunday night will be partly cloudy with low around 26, and that new work week starts out on Monday with mostly sunny skies and a high temperature near 49 degrees. And that's your noon hour weather update brought to you by all of us here at KSMO, where it's now time for the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
Howdy, neighbors. My friend and mentor Ron Hayes opens all of his radio programs with that greeting, and he has for years. Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. To some, that greeting might sound a little kitschy or overly folksy, but knowing from where this greeting comes and to whom it is directed, it is simply friendly and authentic. Being a good neighbor in a rural Midwest farm community means understanding that life is built as much on people as it is on the land. Neighbors are not just those who live down the road. They're the ones who notice when a light hasn't come on in the barn or when a field hasn't been worked on its usual schedule. A good neighbor waves from the road even if it's cold and the wind cuts through you. They slow down for livestock crossings and stop to help when a pickup is stuck in the snow or the mud. In the Midwest, lending a hand is not a favor. It's an expectation that's quietly passed down through generations. It means checking in during long harvest days, bringing a meal when chores pile up, or offering to finish baling or help baling before a storm rolls in. During hard times, illness, loss, or a failed crop, good neighbors show up without needing to be asked. Trust matters. Gates are left as they were found. Borrowed tools are returned clean. In a rural community, being a good neighbor is about shared responsibility and quiet kindness. The understanding that when one farm struggles, the whole community feels it. And when one succeeds, everyone is a little stronger for it. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
Zidua brand herbicides hotline. This is Zeke. What's your situation?
Well, I need a powerful burn-down foundation.
Easy. Try long-lasting Zidua Pro herbicide. Next caller.
Hi, I'm looking for application application flexibility, residual power, and comprehensive weed control. What do you got for me?
I have no trade-offs with new Zidua Plus herbicide. Line 3, hit me.
What's a follow-up residual do?
Extend post-emergent applications in a single MOA. Zidua SC herbicide. Make the lasting choice with Zidua brand herbicides from BASF. Always read and follow label directions.
For 250 years, our armed forces have bravely served America. Wounded Warrior Project honors that legacy by supporting post-9/11 service members and veterans like Anthony, a Marine who was injured by a roadside bomb in Afghanistan.
They carried me through my injuries, not just my physical, but my mental. And seeing other vets doing the same thing helped me tell myself, hey, you can do this.
Join us in honoring warriors at woundedwarriorproject.org/America.
Having a special event at your business or a community event that needs to have a way to provide instructions to the public? Townscreen can help. They have portable 43-inch displays that can be custom programmed with a bright, high-definition display that can even be sponsored. These portable screens can be used indoors or out and can run up to 12 hours on a battery. So even if there's no electricity available, you are good to go. For more information, go to townscreen.com or call 636-338-1199. Townscreen.
Have you checked out the Country Mart website at www.tcmarkets.com? If not, you really need to. You'll find their weekly specials, coupons, inside the store information, and also tasty recipes from TC Markets on there as well. Plus, don't forget to like Country Mart's Facebook page. Like or comment on it for a chance to win something from the deli, and the winner will be announced on Wednesday each week. Just another reason to shop at Country Mart in Salem.
Direct cash cattle trade ended the day quiet and cash hogs closed lower. Good morning, I'm Kellen Havikin with your Brownfield Livestock Market Report. Direct cash cattle trade was quiet with bids and asking prices not established. Significant trade volume will likely be delayed until much later in the week. New show lists appear to be lower in all major feeding areas, somewhat lower in Texas, but lower in Kansas, Nebraska, Colorado. At the Dunlap, Iowa livestock feeder cattle auction, compared to last week, there was more offerings. They consisted of 4 loads, plenty of half loads with smaller packages. The USDA says there was good demand throughout the sale, both in the arena and online. Feeder supply included 51% steers, and 80% of the offering was over 600 pounds. Medium and large one feeder steers, 652 to 690 pounds, brought $399 to $437.50. with an average price of $427.05. Medium and large one feeder heifer 651 to 695 pounds brought $360 to $382 with an average price of $371.26. Box beef closed higher. Choice was $265 higher at $368.21, and select was $297 higher at $364.91. Estimated cattle slaughter was 108,000 head. Cash hogs closed lower with a very light negotiated run. The market continues to start the week slow, with processors maintaining leverage. They haven't been very aggressive in their procurement efforts, and there have been ample hog supplies, with supplies of market-ready hogs in good shape and hog weights moving higher. Barrows and gilts at the National Daily Direct were $135 lower, with a base range of $80.50 to $87, with a weighted average price of $82.22. The regional markets did not report due to confidentiality reasons. Butcher hog prices at the Midwest cash markets were steady at $60. At Illinois slaughter, sow prices were steady with moderate demand for light offerings at $43 to $55. Bears and gilts were $2 higher with moderate demand for moderate offerings at $42 to $52. Boars ranged from $8 to $15 and $5 to $8. Pork values closed $148 higher at $95.70. Picnics and ribs were higher. Loins, butts, bellies sharply higher. Hams were lower. Estimated hog slaughter is 461,000 head. At the CME, live and feeder cattle futures were sharply higher, supported by tight supply, strong beef demand, and the recent direct cash business. And lean hog futures were up on the midday gain in pork carcass cutout value and generally solid demand, along with the strength in cattle futures. I'm Kellen Havikin for Brownfield.
FCS Financial, with you every step of the way.
Choosing the right crop insurance for your farm operation shouldn't be overwhelming. That's why FCS Financial makes it easy with a dedicated team of crop insurance specialists who can help you find the best solutions to protect your operation. And it's this dedication and experience that makes FCS Financial experts at finding solutions for each unique situation. You're more than a policy. We take the time to get to know you, your operation, and your needs. Whether you're a seasoned...
It has been the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report. It is now time for a look at updated funeral announcements being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they are available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, ksmoradio.com. Your World Today, be sure and pick one up every weekday, or check it out online. David Wayne Gamblin, age 65, of Bixby, passed away Friday, January 30th. Funeral services for David Gamblin will be Thursday at 11 o'clock at the Wilson Mortuary by Burnham Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of David Gamblin will be Wednesday afternoon and evening starting at 5 and continuing till 8 at the Wilson Mortuary by Burnham Chapel. Burial will be in the Upper Indian Creek Cemetery. And all arrangements for David Wayne Gamblin of Bixby are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary by Burnham Chapel. Roger Lee Gott of Salem passed away Saturday, January 31st at the age of 70 years. Funeral services for Roger Gott will be at 12 noon Friday at the Salem First Baptist Church. Visitation for family and friends of Roger Gott will be held on Thursday from 4 in the afternoon till 7 in the night, and then from 11 in the morning until service time at noon on Friday. Burial will be in the Cedar Grove Cemetery. Memorial contributions may be made to the Love Pack Backpack Program or Grace Harbor, and all arrangements for Roger Lee Gott of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements, and it was brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, ksmoradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 30 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free.
You know those days when you wake up and you can't seem to get up? Today is not one of them. When there's a toasty sausage McMuffin with egg with a savory hot sausage, slice of melty cheese, and a freshly cracked egg for just $2.69, and an any size iced coffee for the same price at McDonald's, I can start my day delicious. With those kinds of deals waiting, I think it's time to leave my bed behind. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Now time for a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus. SBU Salem Campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem Campus today at 501 South Grand Street, or you can call them at 729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. As Missourians shovel snow and huddle indoors against the February cold, earthquakes are among the last things they're thinking about. But that's the point of Missouri Earthquake Awareness Month, which is observed across the state each February. State Emergency Management Agency Director Jim Remillard said a major earthquake for Missouri is what's known as a high-impact, low-frequency event, which is why most people don't think about them at all. He also said, but these types of natural disasters, unpredictable but with potential for catastrophic consequences when they do occur, require training, planning, exercises, and building resilience in the emergency management, business, and transportation sectors. We urge residents to consider their preparedness as well. Earthquakes warrant special attention in Missouri because of the presence of the New Madrid seismic zone in southeast Missouri, which in 1811 to 1812 generated some of the most powerful earthquakes to ever jolt the United States. Buildings were destroyed, church bells rang hundreds of miles away, and the Mississippi River briefly flowed backward. The NMSZ is still active with an average of over 200 tiny earthquakes, most of which can't be perceived each year. Experts estimate there is a 25 to 40% chance of a large earthquake occurring in the next 50 years. Residents in southeast Missouri should check to make sure they are prepared in case of an earthquake. When shaking starts, the way to stay safe and protect yourself is to drop, cover, and hold on. If an earthquake occurs, get under a table or desk, drop to your knees, cover your head, and hold on until the shaking stops. Falling debris is the most common cause of injury in nations with modern building codes. There are a number of other preparedness steps Missourians should take. Resources for families, schools, and businesses are available on SEMA's Earthquake Preparedness website, including fact sheets, interactive maps, and informational videos that explain what to do in the event of an earthquake. The Denton County Commission met Monday morning at the courthouse. In the road report, District 1 Commissioner Keith Green said the crews would be performing maintenance on all the vehicles and equipment. District 2 Commissioner Jimmy Williams reported workers will be removing fallen trees on County Road 2240. They will also be working on dump truck number 122, as well as cutting more firewood for the county shed. Presiding Commissioner Gary Larson stated he did not attend the opioid committee meeting last Thursday as something came up, but the committee did receive 4 requests for funding, but have not yet forwarded any recommendations to the commission. Denton County Clerk Angie Curley stated she has sent a letter out to the taxing entities per Missouri state statutes that provides an estimate for the cost of the April municipal election. Curley said Green Forest R2 School District, Reynolds County Ambulance, and Timber Fire District will not have elections this April. Curley also said absentee voting will begin February 24th, and if voters have moved since the last election, to please update your voter registration in her office. Also, the offices of the assessor and collector in the courthouse closed Monday due to a plumbing issue in the restroom. A plumber is scheduled to be at the courthouse for repairs today. The next meeting of the Denton County Commission will be Thursday morning at the courthouse at 9 o'clock, and the meeting will be open to the public. Missouri State Auditor Scott Fitzpatrick announced his office will conduct a thorough review of governmental operations in Reynolds County. The regularly scheduled performance audit of the county located in southeast Missouri officially commenced with a meeting with county officials on Monday, February 2nd. Auditor Fitzpatrick said that it's good to regularly shine the light of transparency on county governments as it gives citizens a better understanding of how their government is operating and how it can improve. It also gives county officials a roadmap of how they can make changes that will lead to a system of government that is more accountable and less vulnerable to waste, fraud, or abuse. Fitzpatrick went on to say that we encouraged anyone who may have information that is useful to our office while we conduct this audit to contact our whistleblower hotline. We appreciate the information we receive, and we keep every submission confidential. The Missouri State Auditor's Office last conducted a performance audit of Reynolds County in 2018. The audit provided the county with a rating of good while making recommendations to improve procedures in the sheriff's office, including ensuring appropriate oversight of financial transactions. The State Auditor's Office also released a closeout audit of the Reynolds County Collector in 2022. The report found the county collector did not properly review fees withheld on utility and delinquent taxes calculated by the property tax system for accuracy, and as a result, the county collector withheld some fees. Individuals may provide information confidentially for consideration during the audit of Reynolds County to the State Auditor's Whistleblower Hotline at 800-347-8597. Also by email at MOAUDIT, that's MOAudit, at auditor.mo.gov, or by visiting www.auditor.mo.gov/hotline. The Missouri Department of Transportation is helping build future leaders by encouraging youth to explore careers at MoDOT. The department invites students across Missouri to apply for the 2026 Youth Transportation Conference in Jefferson City. Each year, MoDOT sponsors this event to give students the opportunity to apply STEM concepts learned in school to real-world transportation challenges. The conference will be held on July 6th through 10th on the campus of Lincoln University and is free to students in grades 9 through 12. Students finishing 8th grade this school year and graduating seniors are also eligible to apply. Applications are currently being accepted through April 24th, and up to 40 students will be selected to participate. The academic conference curriculum includes sessions on bridge building, bridge design, construction and materials, public administration and safety. Other activities include field trips, office and site tours, and speakers from various divisions within MoDOT and related organizations. The conference also allows students to experience the numerous careers in transportation and engineering available at MoDOT, while making meaningful connections with department staff as they consider their future career path. To apply, students must complete an application accompanied by one letter of recommendation. Interested students can find more information and download the application from the conference website. And that is modot.org/MoDOT-Youth-Transportation-Conference-YTC. For more information, call MoDOT at 888-ASK-MoDOT or visit www.modot.org. The public meeting for the Missouri Route 32 bridge replacement over Hoosier Creek in Dent County has changed venues and dates. The meeting will now be held at the Boss Assembly of God Church on February 10th. That's located at 22518 State Highway 32 in Boss. Visitors may stop by any time between 4:30 and 6 in the evening to speak with project team members, view exhibits outlining planned work and proposed detours, ask questions and leave comments. There'll be no formal presentation. Meeting materials will also be available online. A 3-week open comment period runs January 27th through February 17th. Input may be submitted online through a form on the project webpage, emailed to cdcr@modot.mo.gov. That's cdcr@modot.mo.gov. Or mail to 1511 Missouri Boulevard, Jefferson City, Missouri 65102. All comments must be received or postmarked by February 17th. More details are available on the project's website on MoDOT's website, where interested parties may sign up for project-specific updates. MoDOT asks motorists to buckle up, put phones down, obey traffic signs, and slow down in work zones. For traffic updates, call 888-ASK-MoDOT or visit MoDOT's Traveler Information Map. Time is running out for Missouri agriculture students to apply for 2026 Missouri Corn Scholarships. High school and college students pursuing a career in an agriculture-related field must submit the necessary forms by February 13th to be eligible for one of 7 $1,000 scholarships awarded by the Missouri Corn Foundation. Missouri Corn Scholarship applications are available at www.mocorn.org. Required materials include a completed application form, an official high school or college transcript, and at least one letter of recommendation. All documentation must be submitted online by the deadline to be eligible. High school senior applicants must be Missouri residents from a farm or rural area. They must plan to attend a 2- or 4-year college or university and major in an agriculture-related field. Scholarship funds will be applying to award the freshman year of college expenses for high school winners. College applicants must also be Missouri residents from a farm or rural area and currently a junior enrolled in a 4-year college or university majoring in an agriculture-related field. The scholarship funds will apply toward the senior year of expenses for college winners. Upon selection, all recipients must assist in staffing a Missouri Corn event to complete the scholarship requirements. The Missouri Corn Scholarship Committee will review applications, and recipients will be notified by mail by April 15, 2026. More information about Missouri Corn programs is available at www.mocorn.org. And that's been a look at local news, and it was brought to you by SBU's Salem campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU's Salem campus, contact them at 573-729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN bridge program, criminal justice, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-682-8255 729-7071.
It's getting kind of bad out there.
Sure is. But don't worry. The Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services has tips on how to stay safe and warm this winter, like wearing layers, stocking up on supplies, and looking out for signs of hypothermia and frostbite, as well as great ways to prepare your home.
Where can I find all these great tips?
Well, just go online to health.mo.gov/winter.
A message from the Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. You know, the big wireless companies say they have discounts for people over 55, but unless you're willing to sit on hold and ask, you're probably paying more than you should. At Consumer Cellular, there's nothing to hunt down. We're built for people 50 plus with plans starting at just $20. And our 100% US-based customer service actually answers the phone. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com today and get your second month free for a limited time.
Taxes, fees, and other third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
It's now time for a look at local and regional sports, being brought to you as a courtesy of your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. The Willow Springs Lady Bears jumped out to a 10-0 first quarter lead, and the Salem Lady Tigers never got closer than being 4 points down as they lost by the score of 48-40. Chloe Jones scored 21 points for the Lady Bears, and Paisley May netted 15 points for Salem. The Lady Tigers fall to 9-8 on the year and 3-1 in the SCA Conference. Salem will be at Bell for a varsity game only starting at 5:30. The Salem Girls JV Basketball Tigers beat the JV Lady Bears of Willow Springs Monday 37-29. The JV will not be playing tonight at Bell or Thursday night against Thayer. The Salem Boys Basketball Tigers will be in Houston for a varsity-only game tonight starting at 6 o'clock. The game can be heard on KSMO Radio and KSMO Media starting around 5:45 with Tiger Talking coach Jared Patterson. Salem enters the game with a 12-7 record on the year and 1-0 in the SCA Conference. The Bunker Lady Basketball Eagles will host Bismarck tonight at 5 o'clock. The Lady Eagles go into the game with a 15-1 record. The Bunker Boys JV Basketball Eagles will then play Viburnum following the girls' contest at the Bunker High School Gymnasium. Steve Stamkos scored the game-tying and then the game-winning goals for the Nashville Predators Monday night as they scored 3 third-period goals to erase a 5-3 deficit and beat the St. Louis Blues 6-5. Pavel Bogdanovich scored twice for the Blues in the loss. St. Louis will be at Dallas Wednesday night in their last game before the NHL pauses the season for the Olympic Games. And that has been a look at local and regional sports brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
Missouri Net Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. The Blues watched a 4-goal lead slip away, a 6-5 loss to the Nashville Predators. The Blues were up 5-1 in the second period, but the Predators answered with 5 straight, 2 from Steven Stamkos in the third, including the game winner with 9:37 left.
I felt that, once they scored their second goal, I didn't feel the same amount of confidence with our players with the puck. We started turning pucks over that I thought we had time and space, and then it just started to snowball.
Jim Montgomery's Blues have dropped 7 of their last 8. They'll be in Dallas on Wednesday night. The Cardinals completed a 3-team trade, sending All-Star and Gold Glove infielder Brendan Donovan to Seattle and acquiring ambidextrous pitcher Jurangelo Sinjay and a couple of outfield prospects and some compensation round B draft picks. Jurangelo Sinjay was a 15th overall pick in 2024 by Seattle. He pitched at Mississippi State. St. Louis redshirt sophomore Trey Green is the Atlantic 10 Men's Basketball Player of the Week. He averaged 23 points in wins over George Washington and Dayton, shooting 65% from three-point range. The Billikens are in Davidson tonight going for their 16th straight win. For the first time in school history, Mizzou has landed 2 McDonald's All-Americans in the same class. Tony Bryant and Jason Crow Jr. earning the honor. And the Kansas City Royals are teaming up with the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum to offer free admission during the month of February. Museum President Bob Kendrick.
But it's such an immersive experience because you've just walked back in time. And I think by the time you end this journey, you walk away with a newfound appreciation for the love that they had for the game and how that love not only changed the game, but helped change our country for the better.
Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
It's that time of year. The furnace is cranked, the light of the gas log is filling the room, and it's time to bake. Mango is ready to offer safety tips when it comes to dealing with gas. Use a broom to clean off your outside meter when it snows. Make sure your carbon monoxide detectors are working throughout the home. If you smell gas, act fast. Leave the building, go upwind, and from a safe location, call 911. For more tips on keeping your home safe, visit mosafegas.com. That's mosafegas.com. A message from the Missouri Association of Natural Gas Operators.
Nobody had to tell your grandparents not to drive while using their typewriters. Why should it be any different for us kids and our cell phones? Distracted driving was the cause of more than 3,000 deaths in 2022. Come on, we're smarter than this. Let's put down the phones and focus on the roads. Drive safe, everybody.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
This Spotlight on Soybeans is brought to you by the Missouri Soybean Association. Missouri soybean farmer Ronnie Russell is the new state executive director for Missouri's Farm Service Agency.
I'm very honored to be in this position. This one here is really exciting for me because I feel like that I can really get some hands-on help through this agency for our producers in Missouri. But now I'm on the other side of the counter. I have a much greater appreciation for the people that do work on the other side of the counter. They're passionate about what they do. They want to help the producers. They want to make sure that the programs are out there, that they're knowledgeable about those programs. That is the goal of our agencies, and that comes right down from the administration. The president's very, very, very supportive of agriculture, and as you can see by this program that's just came out, they call it the Bridge Program. It may not be everything that they're really hoping for out there in the producer land, but it's going to be helpful to them. I'm always available. Contact me anytime.
Learn more about Missouri soybeans at mosoy.org from the Missouri Soybean Association.
Why'd I go to the doctor? Working on the farm, my heart kept skipping a beat. I didn't think much of it, but my daughters made me get checked out. Turns out I have atrial fibrillation, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you have symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so glad I did.
Visit notimetowait.com. Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Now, time for news from the Missouri Net. Then stay tuned to KSMO. I'll be back shortly with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
Missouri Net News, I'm Elisa Nelson from the state capitol. The first Missouri House bill receiving initial approval this legislative session would create steps for K-12 school districts to screen gifted students. The bill is sponsored by St. Joseph Representative Brenda Shields. Governor Mike Kehoe is proposing a $5 million reduction in state aid to Missouri's roughly 30 public transportation providers. Mike Winter, a lobbyist for the Missouri Public Transit Association, says the governor's request represents an 85% cut in funding since Kehoe took office.
We are obviously concerned about what that will mean as we try to provide services to your constituents who may be relying on us.
And Missouri is restarting an environmental crimes task force to investigate and prosecute violations of state and federal environmental laws. This is Missouri Net.
At Missouri Farm Bureau Health Plans, your health is our commitment. That's why we provide high-quality health coverage at affordable rates to Missourians like you. And unlike other options, you can apply at any time throughout the year. From individual and family plans to dental vision coverage, our plan options are designed to meet your needs. Together we care, together we grow, together we thrive. Missouri Farm Bureau Health Plans. Plan on us. Visit us at mofbhealthplans.com and contact your agent today.
Public health experts are checking wastewater for signs of respiratory illness in our communities. Before the coughs and sneezes start, viruses can be seen in community wastewater as an early warning sign of the spread of illnesses like COVID-19, flu, and RSV. Remember, hand washing and vaccines matter, especially during respiratory virus season. And check to see what wastewater says about respiratory illness in your community at health.mo.gov/wastewater. What's in our poop? Get the scoop.
You want to teach your kid good money habits, but handing them a license to spend isn't smart. You need to easily manage where and how much they can spend, get alerts when they do, and have support to teach them money skills. Our student debit card account does all of that and more for ages 13 through 25. Their debit card can be added to their phone or smartwatch, and you can instantly move money and help manage their card in the app. Only at Progressive Ozark Bank, FDIC insured.
The pressure to be first often comes at the cost of being right. But not at Brownfield. We believe the truth takes time. That's why our team is committed to getting the story right, not just getting it out across radio, digital, and social platforms. Verified, balanced, unbiased. That's what you deserve, and it's what we deliver. Visit brownfieldagnews.com for more.
If society collapsed tomorrow, how long would your family last? If you run out of food, probably not very long. That's why over 3 million American families trust My Patriot Supply for preparedness. Right now, you can get their best-selling 3-month food kit for $100 off. It's 3 months worth of real, hearty meals that give you 2,000 calories a day and last up to 25 years. Go to MyPatriotSupply.com to get your 3-month kit for $100 off. The discount won't last long, so go to MyPatriotSupply.com today. That's MyPatriotSupply.com.
The hits. KSMO, Salem.
Hey, I got you something. What's this? Just a little Galentine's gift from Jewelry Television. JT